In this video, I want to talk really quickly about managing chats within Microsoft Teams. So if you're anything like me, I'm in constant Teams meetings. I've got loads of meeting chats, individual and group conversations going on in here. So there's a really nice few tips that I want to add here to make sure you can manage this view nicely. Otherwise, you're going to have lots and lots of chats going on down this left-hand side. You're going to have to scroll down and it's going to get super busy. There's a few nice tips here. So when I hover over message, I can see the pop-out box, and I've also got the three dots. So it's the three dots that I'm going to focus on today, and there's a couple of options in here that I'm going to point you to. So one of the nice things about Teams is I can pin chat conversations to the top. So if I'm talking to my line manager or someone in my team, or a meeting that I go to every week, I can pin that conversation. So it'll always be there at the top and I never need to scroll down. Click on pin and you can see I've got now pinned, and I've got recents, a meeting that I had. So I've got a separate space for that pinned conversation. So it will always be there at the top. If I click on the three dots, you can see I can unpin that conversation, so I can take that away if I need to and just drop it back down into the recent section. Maybe I've done what I need to do. It might be I'm just pinning it for a short while to remind myself I need to action something, and then I can unpin it and move it back down. And I can pin something else that I'm working on. Or you might keep some conversations constantly there because you'd have them quite often with your line manager or someone else that you worked with. When I've pinned someone, I can mute them, and mute them means that I don't get any notifications. And that's kind of more, I would use that more if it's a group conversation or a meeting one that's going on after the meeting where there's lots of people and there's lots of chat and it's constantly pinging me. That just mutes them until you want to unmute them. So if I just press mute on Daniel for a second, you can see that image has changed in its mute. Click on the three dots and you can unmute when you want to get those notifications again. When I click back on Daniel, you'll see that I've not got a delete or I've not got a hide, and that's because I am pinned. So Daniel is pinned there. I'm in a pinned option and I can't hide this option. You will notice in chats you can't delete anything, and that's because that information is all held in Teams and you need to be able to find that again. It's not going to be stored in anything like Outlook, like Skype was. It's all within Teams unless it's documentation and that's stored in OneDrive. But you want to be able to search and you want to be able to find old conversations, and that's why you'll never see a delete option. But when you've got a pinned conversation, you will also see hide. So if I go down to my second one, if I unpin this one so you can see that, I'm going to click on the three dots and I've now got hide. So I can hide the conversation that I'm currently having with Daniel. I've not lost it, like I said. As soon as I start talking to him again or he talks to me, it will appear back up with all of that great history. So nice ways of doing that. You can hide something and it's away from your screen, but you're never going to lose it. I would suggest you keep this as tidy as possible and hide things and mute things if they're constantly distracting you and stopping you from being productive. And also think about your pinned options. Who are you going to pin, or what conversations are you going to pin to the top of your chat? Have a go, see how you get on.